Hello friends, welcome to the Ghidra course. This will be the demonstration of what we are going to learn, what we are going to do. This looks maybe complicated at the beginning, but in our course this will be explained step by step so you can learn this, and also much more complicated things. Here I will show you the switching of the switch of DPF from EDC17, not in a maps, not in a calibration, but in a code. Of course, in the future you can do more complicated things like, for example, map switching or Win binding so nobody can steal the program, or ciphering maps, or even blocking the read. So it is only your fantasy what you would like to write in the future. But let's see how I process the file from 0 to hero. First, I will just open this in Winols. So I just start a new project, import, and I import the binary. I import the binary. I have the binary at the C here. This is just the DPF. And then this is the complete file. It's important to have a file with program, not only maps, but also the program, so it can be disassembled. Because if you have only maps, only the calibration, then of course you cannot disassemble it. So now I verify if I have maps, which are here at the end, and I have a program. This is this noise. All right, let's find the switch. So first I will find the switch in Winols. So I go to the area where the switch is, and then I simply check where the switch is. There are two numbers, one after another. So I just zoom, I find this, it's exactly here. So I make a small map with this two numbers one, and I name this DPFoff. Alright, so this is DPFoff. If I change them to 0, then the DPF is switched off. Now I open the same program in Ghidra, and I will try to do the same, so changing this to 0. Now I change it to 0. So I will just do the same, but not in maps. The maps will be same. The maps remain without any change, so there will be no white sign here. We will change it somewhere here inside. Let's see how it is done. I go to Ghidra. I import, I have a new project, and I import the file. So I just import literally the same file. Yes. Now I choose the language. I know that it is a Tricor. Yeah, is it a Tricor? I check it here, Infineon Tricor. So I go again to Ghidra, and I choose the Tricor. The default one. Then I just add the options, and I know that the addressing starts from this address. And this is exactly 80000000. 8004 zeros in hex. This is the start address. All right, having that, I open this and I ask Ghidra to analyze it. So analyzing process goes now, and we will see some information coming to the right, something similar like in Winols. I go back to Winols, and now I correct the addressing, because the address of the flash starts from 8000, not from this addressing, not from 0, because if we just go to the beginning, it starts from 0. It's wrong. It's wrong. It is not real value. All right, so I just go here. I press processor. This is the display offset. I write the same display offset, 8000 and 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So now it is readdressed to the proper addressing. So now if I just go to DPFoff, I see that it is at this addressing. Yes, this is the real address. I will use this in the future. I go back to Ghidra. Ghidra still analyzes the maps. So yes, it is ready. So now I just need to improve the disassembly by finding the A9 registry. This registry points to the vector table, and the vector table points to all the maps. So this is why I need that vector table. How to find it? Just in Winols. I will just go here. I know how the vector tables look like. They are usually at the end of the code. The code is here. So I try to find it at the end. Yeah, this is the vector table. Looks like the wings, and the information mostly is here in the middle. The values are mostly in the middle, and they have such wings up and down. I find the first value. This is just somewhere here. Should be 32 bits and should be 8000 something. But before that, we should just see the value 9000. So this is the first one. This is the first one. So this is the address of this point. It is a value of A9 registry. So now I just go back to Ghidra. I select all, Control A, Control R to set the registers for this selection, so for all. I go to A9 and I paste the address I have learned from Winols. And now, as you see, what I'm doing, I'm reanalyzing the file. This will improve the disassembly now, because I have added a lot of information, giving only one vector table. And now all the vectors will be utilized by the Ghidra. All right, let's go to that point where we have a DPF switch. So I go to Winols, I go to switch, I set 8-bit, and I copy this address, copy address. So I just go back to Ghidra and I press G, paste, enter. So I have found where these two values of 1, here you have a hex number, it's just the same like in Winols. So these two values of 1, they are the switches. I will just try to switch this off, not here, because these are maps, but switch off in the code. First, I will just change the name of this label. So I press L and I name it DPFoff, because it's exactly the name of the map. This is the DPFoff 2. So again, I just do something like DPFoff 2. So now my labels are here at the beginning. I can quickly navigate to that point. What do I see here? There are references. There are functions which are asking for this value. So now I would like to change this value at this function and add this function. So simply I go there, double click. As you see, here this value of 1 is read, here is another, yes, another one, is read to the registry D15, and here again to D15. This means that the D15 will be responsible for further processing of this information. So in that case, if we just change in Winols the value to 0, then Ghidra will also load here, not Ghidra, the microcontroller will load here 0. So why not to load the 0 immediately? Instead of loading that value from maps, I will just force it to load 0. Control, Shift, and G. It is free assembly. I can just assemble now. So I write not load the value to D15 from flash, but simply load to D15 constant value 0. That's all. So now it cannot read the map. It will always read the 0. I do the same here. So again, I load the 0. And surprisingly, it's ready, because always at this point 0 will be loaded. So now I export my solution. Yes, I export this as a row bytes. I name this. I go to the folder for this project. So it's named DPF. So I name this tweaked, or maybe DPFoff binary. And that's all. Let's see how does it look in Winols. I go back to Winols. This is the typical solution. This solution assumes that we are changing the switches inside the program, inside the maps. But these are here, the changes here, of course. And what about the new version? Let's try. So it was a DPFoff bin generated by Ghidra. And what about changes here? Where the changes are? Let's see where the changes are. Yes. So as you see, the maps are not changed at all. And there is only one change, or two changes, first and second switch. As you see, this is here inside the code. So nobody can simply understand what you have done, because you will not show that there are switches switch off. Also, if you upgrade the program at the dealers, so the maps will be overwritten with a new version of maps, but your switches remain because the program is not changed. This is how it works. So this solution of DPFoff is in a code not understandable for people because we have lost the addressing here. There is only forcing loading of 0. And also, any update of the software will not change the solution. The solution remain even it is updated or reflashed or whatever through OBD. This will be a result of no change. Still will work as before. So I hope you see that it is a very interesting thing. It is a very simple trick, but it is just the beginning. And during this course, you will learn much more complicated things, much more complicated, like map switching, as I told you, launch control, whatever you need. So then you will see that the limit is, your fantasy is the limit. So I really welcome you and try to learn something new. Try to learn Ghidra.